Hello, my name is Darren. This is my 1972 Mercury Cougar. It's up for sale. XR7, black interior, black vinyl top, black interior. I've owned it since September 2008. It had 33,000 miles when I got it. It's got 44,000 miles. I'm assuming the odometer's rolled over since then, but the last 11,000 miles was good. I did have to replace the engine at the second year after I got it. It spun a bearing. I had a 71 Cougar with another engine, so I swapped it. It's just a 2-barrel. Got aluminum Edelbrock Performer intake and Edelbrock 600 carburetor. I put on Aftermath or Magnum 500 rims. They're used. They're definitely not show. They got some rusts on them, but they're in decent shape. Treads, tires are good, lots of tread. Put new dual exhaust on from Mustang Unlimited last year, along with a sway bar, rear sway bar. Chromes and starting to pit a little bit on the back here, if you can see down there. Not too bad. I've replaced the gas tank in 2008. Passenger side. Put rear shocks in it about 2 years ago. Just had to replace the water pump about a month ago. Don't really get a chance to drive it too much in the summer anymore. I'm a papa and, well, spend more time with the kids. Cougar emblems on the mags here from Kevin's Cougars, I believe. And emblem on this side is a little weird, but I do have a replacement that I just haven't put on yet. Center emblem's okay. Not perfect, but not bad. Chrome on the front bumper is pretty good. It's got a little bit of rust on the bottom left-hand corner here. Right down there. Okay. Around. Okay. So we got the black leather interior, leather seats, a little bit of wear, not too bad though. Crests are still good. Driver's seat, back seat's in excellent condition. Dash has got an aftermarket Pioneer speaker, door speakers that were in there when I got it, and then just the rear speakers on the back window deck. Put a new horn, rim horn in when I got it. It's a little stiff to press, but it does work. There's one crack in the dash here. I don't remember seeing it, but I don't usually sit on the passenger seat either. It's just got the plastic dash cap on here. I got a cup holder here when I was ordering stuff from Mustang Unlimited. 3 years ago I replaced the lower ball joint, idler arm I believe. Whoops. You want to see the door panel. It's a little bit warped there. But other than that, this one's nice and true, in good shape. Under the door. Oh, well, you guys can see it here. Carpet on the passenger side is good. Just a little wear mark on the back seat here. About the same spot on the other side in the back seat. Windshield's got one crack in it. Unfortunately, it's right in the driver's side spot. So it's located there. I did have it filled, stone chip, but it's right in the driver's view. Sorry for the glare, I'm kind of standing behind the sun. Driver's side doors, again, got a little warped on the sides here. Looks like somebody patched it right in here a little bit. It's not bad, but just a couple fine scratches or cracks in there. Again, driver's seat's good. A little bit of wear just down in here. Not too bad yet. All the gauges work. The only thing that doesn't work, sorry, is the clock. And when I replaced the gas tank, I replaced the float as well, but I used just a regular one so it doesn't have the low fuel indicator light on it. And this is stock 351 Cleveland 2-barrel. Has an FMX transmission and a 2.75 over rear end. I wish it had limited slip, but unfortunately it doesn't. Again, over here is good. I'll pop the engine, check the trunk, and I'll start it up for you. A little bit of rust here on the bottom of the trunk lid. I did replace one of the door rubbers. Transmission went last year, so I put in one that I had purchased before for my other Cougar. It was supposed to be rebuilt, but can't say for sure if it was. I replaced all the seals. Ships just fine. It doesn't leak at all. Trunk. This one was broken, the seal, so I used a little duct tape to hold the pin in place. This side's not bad, a little surface rust. There are some rust holes here by the sequential on the driver's side. I don't know if you can get to see them down there. And I'll show you where the other rust spots are. I put a new one of those digital sequentials in the back. Sequentials work good. Lens, the paint is starting to chip off in here. I don't know how old it is. I never touched it other than polishing it. It was chipping off from the top. I tried to patch the one side just temporarily, but it's coming up here. You're going to look for a paint job, but not major body work. In here, tried to patch it, but doesn't work well. So there are a few rust spots. Passenger side, right in here. See that? There's a dent in the driver's side front fender, just underneath by the bumper. Floorboards are good. Around the wheel wells are good, solid. No Bondo. Solid. My last Cougar was pretty much a rust. There's a rust spot again here on the driver's side back. Where are we? There we are. And again, right down there, that's where those little rust holes are pointing out. So tires are good. Again, fender well's good. I don't know if you can see along the body lines here, there are a lot of door dings on it. And I scuffed my fence here the other day, so there's a little white paint residue from the fence. I don't want there to be any surprises. So it has air conditioning, but it hasn't worked even when I picked it up. The conditioner, the air conditioner compressor makes a mean noise when it's running, so I just got it unplugged with the belt off. Replaced the battery this fall. Radiator I replaced when I got the car in 2009 when I swatched everything over. So you got the radiator. The engine was out on my other car, so it's a Cleveland 2-barrel. I put a mild cam in there. The car came with the initial Edelbrock intake and carburetor. So it's got all new, well, back then in 2009, so it had new rings, bearings, seals. So it runs pretty good. Like I said, air conditioning doesn't work. Water pump I changed this year because it was running a little hot and started making noise. I'll start her up for you. Originally had I got the Dynamax mufflers from Mustang's Unlimited when I ordered the exhaust system. However, it seemed a little loud, droned at certain speeds, or basic average speeds. And then I switched to the Dyno Max instead of the Flow Max Delta 88s. It's still fairly loud. Too loud for mine, but I guess I'm getting too old. But my daughter calls it the noisy car, so she doesn't like to drive it. Doesn't like me driving it with the windows down because it's too noisy for her. Blems in the interior, the headliner has a little tear there, and up on the passenger side. I do have a new headliner. Also, these things have some wear on them. I have 2 new ones of these and a little bit more rubber. Again, I have one of these for the other side. Pins are missing, but you can glue it back on. Vinyl, also rust, I forgot to mention. Vinyl's in excellent condition, but there's some rust underneath here. There's some rust bubbles there. It's about 150 bucks or 170 bucks to buy another one from Mustang Unlimited. But then you got to do the body work and put it on yourself. Engine runs smooth. Doesn't overheat. Averages about 17 miles per gallon. You can see underneath here or not. Again, lower ball joints, rear shocks, rear sway bar, dual exhaust. Tires are good. Replace them. Floorboards are solid. Don't worry about that. Passenger side mirror. The mirror itself is a little bit loose. You can close the door hard. This thing moves around a little bit. It doesn't always stay around. Somebody used, original person that I bought it from had different screws on here. I do have the new proper inserts with the screws for the next person. What other fun stuff can I tell you about it? Been parked every winter, stays in the garage. My wife doesn't like that, but that's the way it's been. I tried touching it up here the one couple years ago. That's where it was rusting on the opposite side. Other than that, brakes are decent. Rear brakes I replaced in 2009. Replaced a few odd little ends. Rubber I replaced in 2009 along with these. Steering wheel was from my other Cougar because when I bought it, it had a sports steering wheel with a little, I painted it black. It was originally brown, so some of the black's peeling off the back of the steering wheel here. Like I said, it looks pretty good. Dash is all right. Oh, sequential taillights. You might want to see those. Let's see here the shape. My only pet peeve with the sequential taillights is I wish they'd blink a little faster. You see the new Mustangs out there? New sequential taillights, they blink a lot faster. People know that you're turning. You just want to take a few seconds to kick in. Alright, so this car is going on eBay probably today or tomorrow. This will be attached to the eBay website. If you got any questions, according to what I got for documentation, previous registration, looks like it spent most of its life in California. Can't guarantee that, but last person to own it till 1996 looks like it was in California. From there it's been in Idaho. I went and picked it up in Reno, Nevada from a guy who owned it originally in Idaho but then moved to Nevada. So I picked it up in Nevada in 2008 September. Since then it's been in Canada. I'm living just an hour and a half north of the Montana border, close to the North Dakota border. So I can deliver it to the border. I won't ship it. I'll drive to Williston, North Dakota, or Minot, North Dakota, or Bismarck for a fee. Drop the car off, meet you at their airports. Here in Regina, we do have a direct flight every day from Minnesota, Minneapolis, and one twice a week from Las Vegas. If you're interested. And this is my 1972 Mercury Cougar. Thanks for looking. Any other questions? Just let me know. Oh, one other thing I should point out. Originally, I don't know what happened here on the front fender, just a little different change of paint. And then a little bit in there, pitting, so I'm not too sure. But as I said before, the paint job starting to weather and crack and chip. It's going to need a new paint job. Everything that when I switched the engine, alternator, fuel pump, oil pump, everything else was replaced at that time. Alright. Have a good day, and thanks for watching.